And the hadith of Ibn Mas'ud says of the first 7 people to declare their faiths is this Bilal ibn Rabah. But Bilal wasn't like other people. Bilal was an Ethiopian slave, enslaved in Mecca. So whilst other people had difficulties, Bilal's difficulty was multiplied exponentially because he was in a foreign land, he looked foreign, and a slave on top of that, not a man of much influence, and now he has accepted a new faith, different to the faith of his master.
Bilal was a slave, but then Bilal radiallahu anhu left the servitude of man, the slavery of man, and became the slave of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Bilal ibn Rabah, he was approximately 10 years younger than Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. His father was Rabah and his mother was a slave girl from Africa. Somehow he ended up in the hands of Umayya bin Khalaf. So now his boss was Umayya bin Khalaf. They decided to harm him. The worst ever. What they did, they used to strip him of his clothing, drag him in the heat, take him, burn him with fire, whip him. And they treated him worse than an animal. They tied him at his neck and they pulled him around and spit on him to swear him just because he was a man from Africa. They said, we want you to swear Muhammad and to praise our gods. And he had a beautiful voice, Bilal ibn Rabah, beautiful voice. And he kept on saying, Ahadun Ahad, Ahadun Ahad, Ahadun Ahad. He is one, he is one.
And for the first time in the history of Islam, went to the top of the Masjid al-Nabi, and with his beautiful, ringing, beautiful voice, for the first time he said, Allahu Akbar, Allahu Akbar. And the people of Medina, when they heard the call, those who was working, they stopped their work. Those mothers who were cooking and taking care of their children, they paused everything, and all of them, they marched to the Masjid al-Nabi sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. And they saw this man, Bilal bin Rabah, Hayya ala salah, Hayya ala al-falah, calling the adhan.
And the narration mentioned Damascus, he was passing away. And his wife said, what grief, what sadness. And Bilal said, La. He said, say, wa farha. He said, what happiness. He said, tomorrow I will meet the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the companions. And Bilal radiallahu anhu passed away in the 20th year of Hijrah. He didn't leave any children behind him. Actually, he left no wealth behind him. He died in relative poverty. But you know what the inheritance of Bilal was? It was the adhan. From generation to generation, the Muslims have adopted the adhan.